Elon Musk, widely regarded as one of the most influential figures in modern technology and space exploration, has always been a visionary. His revolutionary work with Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, and his acquisition of Twitter has reshaped industries, challenging the status quo and pushing humanity toward an ambitious future. Yet, with great power comes great danger, and it wasn't long before enemies began to circle around him. One day, Elon posted an ominous tweet that would send shockwaves through his followers and the media alike. "If I die under mysterious circumstances, know that the bad guys did it." To many, these were the words of a billionaire accustomed to attention-seeking antics. But some read between the lines. Was Elon Musk in actual danger? Who were these bad guys? And most importantly, who was behind the assassination plot? Elon Musk was entrenched in groundbreaking work. SpaceX was on the verge of its Mars missions. Neuralink was pushing the boundaries of brain-computer interfaces. And Tesla's autonomy technology was about to redefine how humans interact with machines. However, with every milestone came new enemies. While attending a high-level meeting discussing Tesla's autopilot advancements, Musk received a call from his head of security. The words that came next would send a chill down any individual's spine. "Sir, we've detected surveillance equipment in your vicinity. Several individuals have been tailing you for days. They're watching your every move." Musk, ever the pragmatist, wasn't shaken by this news. "People have been spying on me for years. It's not a surprise," he quipped with a smirk. However, his security team wasn't convinced. They had recently uncovered increasingly sophisticated surveillance devices, raising the stakes. The situation had shifted from nuisance to clear danger. The following week, as Musk prepared to board his private jet for a SpaceX launch, his security team intercepted unusual transmissions near the airport. A mysterious FBI agent arrived unannounced, bearing urgent news. "Mr. Musk," the agent said, "intelligence suggests an international coalition has placed a bounty on your head. This isn't just any group. It includes shadowy elites with vast resources, some embedded deep within governments." Musk raised an eyebrow, taking a sip of coffee. "An international conspiracy to kill me? Does that really sound new?" The agent, frustrated, replied, "This time it's serious. A covert, well-funded operation is in motion, with multiple rogue actors involved." Realizing the scale of the threat, Musk understood that the forces against him were far greater than just Silicon Valley rivals. They spanned global corporations, secret organizations, and rogue governmental elements. As the days passed, Musk's security team grew increasingly suspicious of a mole within his inner circle. The threats he was receiving were far too specific and detailed. Names, dates, even the exact locations of private meetings. Someone had to be feeding this information to the enemies. In a rare moment of vulnerability, Musk convened an emergency meeting with his closest team members. "We cannot afford to trust anyone. Someone is betraying us, and we need to find them. Reset all communications. Double-check all security systems. No one is above suspicion." At the same time, an engineer working for Neuralink, who had been privy to some of the most sensitive projects, mysteriously disappeared without a trace. Around the same time, a suspicious black car was seen lingering outside Musk's mansion in San Francisco. When the police arrived, they found nothing but an abandoned vehicle, filled with sophisticated surveillance equipment, further validating the severity of the threat. The stakes had escalated. This was no longer a case of business rivalries or jealous billionaires. Musk had unknowingly become the target of an organized, shadowy network with global reach. One fateful night, as Musk and his elite security team traveled to a clandestine meeting regarding a new SpaceX project, an assassination attempt unfolded. Musk had opted for a more secure route, avoiding the usual private jets and opting for an armored convoy. But the attackers were well prepared. The convoy was tailed by black SUVs at first, an occurrence Musk didn't think twice about. But as the same vehicles appeared at multiple checkpoints along the route, his security team grew suspicious. This wasn't a coincidence. They were being followed. Suddenly, as they approached a remote intersection, a large armored truck barreled toward Musk's vehicle. Instinctively, the driver swerved to avoid the incoming truck, but that was only part of the plan. At the same time, a van parked nearby emitted an electromagnetic pulse, EMP, disabling the vehicle's electronic systems. The car's steering went haywire, and the convoy's communication systems went dark. It was clear. This was no ordinary hit. But then, as if out of nowhere, a group of shadowy operatives descended upon the attackers. With military precision, they neutralized the threat in moments. Their movements were seamless, as if orchestrated by a force far greater than what Musk had ever encountered. They communicated in silence, their actions swift and deliberate. The attackers were disarmed, incapacitated without a shot fired. When Musk and his team were safely escorted to a secure location, they were left with more questions than answers. The mysterious rescuers were faceless. No one had ever seen their identities. Their uniforms were unmarked, and their technology far surpassed anything available to private security firms. The question loomed: who were these individuals, and why had they saved Musk? The next morning, Musk sat in his office, staring at the surveillance footage from the night's events. To his astonishment, none of the operatives who had intervened appeared on the cameras. Every angle, every frame seemed devoid of their presence, as if they had never been there at all. No faces, no traces, just empty space. It was as though they had moved like shadows, leaving no evidence behind. Later that day, an encrypted message arrived. Its contents were brief but chilling. "There's a reason we kept you alive. Keep building the future." Musk leaned back in his chair, his mind racing. Who were these mysterious figures? Why had they saved him? And what did they mean by building the future? The lack of answers only deepened the mystery, but one thing was certain. The stakes were higher than ever. Smirking to himself, Musk whispered, "I guess this story isn't over yet." His resolve hardened. The dangers were real, but so was his vision. Whatever forces were against him, they wouldn't stop him from pushing forward. The future awaited. As weeks passed, the investigation into the assassination plot unfolded. Global intelligence agencies, including the FBI, MI6, and Interpol, began to piece together the conspiracy. It became apparent that the network behind the attempt on Musk's life wasn't just about money or revenge, it was about control. Powerful corporations and underground organizations had conspired to eliminate Musk because his success threatened their interests. The mole within Musk's inner circle was exposed. One of his most trusted lieutenants had been feeding information to the enemy, orchestrating the attack from within. The individual was apprehended and removed, but the damage had been done. Still, Musk remained resolute. In the aftermath, Musk became more determined than ever to fulfill his mission for humanity. SpaceX's Mars mission was reignited with even greater urgency. Neuralink's advancements continued, offering hope to those with neurological disorders. Tesla's push for sustainable energy was ramped up, and the world began to take notice. During a grand presentation on the future of Mars exploration, Musk stood before a captivated audience. His eyes shone with fierce determination, a man who had fought death itself and emerged victorious. "We are here today because we never gave up," he proclaimed. "Good always triumphs over evil." The crowd erupted in applause, but it wasn't just for his achievements, it was for the man who had stood up to the darkness and refused to back down. Musk had not only survived, he had come back stronger, and his vision for the future had never been clearer. As the applause died down, Musk leaned forward, his gaze unwavering. "The future is ours to build, and we will never stop. The fight for progress is the fight for humanity." And with that, Musk's legacy was solidified, not just as a businessman, but as a symbol of resilience, a man who had fought against the odds and won. If you like this story, don't forget to share it with your friends and subscribe for more content.